In this presentation, we will be exploring the myth that most people with amnesia forget all details of their earlier lives. As a result of this myth, when people think of amnesia, they often picture people like the fictional character Jason Bourne, who forget all details of their earlier lives. However, this is not usually the case at all.
I can't remember anything that happened before 2 weeks ago.
Lucky you.
No, I'm serious. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm going. None of it.
What? Like amnesia?
Yes.
Amnesia.
Yes.
Right.
In reality, there are two different types of amnesia. The first is anterograde and second is retrograde. Anterograde amnesia is the inability to form new memories after a traumatic incident has occurred. However, these individuals can remember details from their earlier lives. This occurs because they struggle with the transfer of short-term memory into long-term memory. It is thought that the malfunctions within the hippocampus are involved in causing anterograde amnesia. Anterograde amnesia can be caused by traumatic brain injury, drugs such as benzodiazepine and certain sedatives, shock, or encephalitis.
Retrograde amnesia is the inability to recall memories from before the incident that caused the amnesia. However, the period of time lost prior to the incident varies from situation to situation. It can be hours, days, months, or even years. In many situations, the patient with retrograde amnesia remembers childhood memories or events that have stayed with them for a long period of time, such as events that would influence that person's personality. Retrograde amnesia often occurs simultaneously with anterograde amnesia. Causes of retrograde amnesia can include traumatic brain injuries, nutritional deficiencies, and infections. However, both anterograde and retrograde amnesia can also be caused by heart attacks, strokes, brain tumors, and oxygen deprivation. Some rare symptoms of amnesia include constant confusion and disorientation, as well as remembering events but placing them in the wrong timeline.
Next, we will look at an example of an individual who had both anterograde and retrograde amnesia, Clive Waring. Clive contracted encephalitis virus in 1985. The virus destroyed his hippocampus, and as a result, he developed severe anterograde amnesia and some retrograde amnesia. He remembered some aspects of his life prior to contracting the virus and often believed he had just woken up from being unconscious. Clive was unable to transfer memories from his short-term to his long-term memory, which meant his memory only stored information for 7 to 30 seconds.
Henry Molaison, often referred to simply as HM, provides a wonderful example of what happens when an individual develops anterograde amnesia without retrograde amnesia. Henry suffered from epileptic seizures, and as a result, both of his hippocampi were removed, along with parts of the surrounding temporal lobe areas. This led to severe anterograde amnesia, and the two neuroscientists who studied him for decades had to introduce themselves each time they met him. This was because he was not able to transfer information from his short-term memory into his long-term memory.
With both types of amnesia now explored, we can debunk the myth that people with amnesia don't remember anything about their early life and childhood.